Hi. I know I have not been live in this team page for a really freaking long time. But guys, when I say that I feel called to do it, I'm dead serious. I'm called to do it. And I don't know who needs to hear this morning. But I feel like I needed to hear it for a very, very long time. And I know that it's my day, that I'm normally supposed to relax and hang out with the kids and stuff like that. Good morning. I literally haven't even had my coffee yet. So I'm hopping on, guys. And it's just because I prayed this morning like I do every single morning. And I started crying because I was like, just tell me the things that I need to say to help someone on this team. Just give me what I need to, show me what the right thing is and the right way. And it popped in my head back when I was trying to go for Diamond. Guys, it took me 6 months of telling myself that I was going Diamond before I actually went Diamond. And at first, I had these times where I told myself, well, I'm going to go Emerald and then I'm going to go Diamond. I was Ruby saying this, okay? I said, I'm going to go Emerald, then I'm going to go Diamond. And I was just going too far ahead. And I was trying to skip a rank like I did with Ruby and all this stuff, right? And I just remember that there was so many lessons along that way, right? There was so many lessons along that way. And I was trying to go too far ahead to the point where I was missing the lessons along the way, and it was actually making me, so I was skipping them and then I was falling at the end, right? So when I hit my Diamond, I fell. My whole rank crashed. Same with Emerald. I hit Emerald, my whole rank crashed. I had to rebuild, right? Because I missed the lesson that I was supposed to be learning along the way. And now I'm not saying that doesn't mean that you can't go to the next rank. I'm not saying that doesn't mean you can't skip ranks, because you can skip ranks. But we have to be mindful of what the lessons are along the way. And so I was meant to try and fail and try and fail and try and fail and try and fail for 6 months so I could hit that Diamond, right? I was meant to try and fail a couple of times till I got my Emerald. And here's the thing is at month end, it's so crazy because this is what separates me. And I think about myself going to the next level. And I think about what my mind starts to do. And if my mind starts to do this, I feel like everybody else starts to do this too. You're not alone in this business. And you've got to understand that whatever's happening for you is also happening for your team. Whatever's happening for the ambassadors that are above us is also going to happen to us, right? If we want to be where they are, we have to be willing to do what they did, right? If you want to be where I am, you have to be willing to do what I did, right? And this is where my point where I grew and I started learning. This was a lesson that I learned along the way, that at month end, you go through these stages. And it's so crazy because people call it month end madness for a reason, right? We always say that. You hear that term all the time, month end madness. And it's because your brain goes through these phases because you used to be this person who threw in the towel too early or was too nervous to go all in the water. So you would just dip your toe in, right? You would just dip your toe in and you say, whew, that's hot. That's hot. I don't know if I can do that, right? Or, whew, that's cold, whatever you want to say. But you were that person that did that for so damn long. And so now you're in this business where you can't just dip your toe in. You can't just test the water and see if it's cold and then make the decision whether you want to go in or not. You don't get results in this business if you don't go all in the water. You have to go all in. You got to dive under. And when you go under at month end, it's almost feeling like you're trying to get to the top, right? You're trying to get above the water. You're just trying to get that breath of fresh air. And it's so crazy. I'm so huge on analogies. And this is how I feel when I'm in a month end, especially if you're anything like me, you have anxiety or kids or whatever, and you're constantly all over the place. You feel this right now, right? You are just barely underneath the water and you're just trying to get to the top and you're trying to come up for a breath of fresh air. And every single time you go one more centimeter up, right? You're this much closer to getting that breath. you get pulled back down, right? All of a sudden life starts happening around you. All of a sudden your kids are Superman diving off the couch, and one of them, you know, breaks an ankle, God forbid, and you have to go to the emergency room, right? Or all of a sudden, like, your car breaks down. All of a sudden, your boss calls you into work 15 times within 3 days, right? All of a sudden, you know, your husband is getting upset with you for working your business. All of a sudden, you know, I think about all these things at the end of the month. All of a sudden, craziness happens. My life starts going nuts. And this puts me back in this area of, well, maybe I'm not meant to have it. Well, maybe I can just go for it next month. Maybe I can just hold off and I'll just hit my emerald next month. Maybe next month I'll just hit my diamond, right? Maybe next month I'll just go harder. Maybe I'll just ride it out this month and I'll just like fill this box, and then I'll do the rest next month, right? Because you start to think it's so close, right? You start to think to yourself, it is so close. How am I supposed to get this volume? How am I supposed to do this? And maybe you're brand new and you're just working on being a $400, working on getting your distributors, working on, you know, whatever that may be. And you start to say, well, you start to bring yourself from going diamond all the way back to, okay, maybe I'll just go emerald. And then you start to go from, well, maybe I'll just go emerald to, maybe I'll just get my ruby back, right? Well, maybe I'll just get my executive back, right? Well, maybe I'll just get this fast start bonus. Do you guys feel this right now? That's exactly the same path that I did every single month, all the way until I went diamond. Every single month, it was the same exact routine of saying, well, maybe I'll just do this. 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 And I was kind of just pushing myself backwards, telling myself that I wasn't worthy enough for this, that I couldn't do this, that there wasn't enough time, that there wasn't enough energy, that there wasn't enough people on my potential list, there wasn't enough people on my Facebook page, that, you know, this was happening, crap was hitting the fan, and I didn't know if I could do it, right? You start looking at that big giant at the end and you're like, man, how am I going to do it? There's only 3 days left. How am I going to do it? And this is the difference from a month where I actually made it happen to a month where I didn't. And it's so crazy because they were the same exact giant both times. Nothing had changed. I didn't miraculously have 27 hours in a day. I didn't miraculously have my kids settle down. I didn't miraculously have, time that I needed to spend with Matt. I didn't miraculously have, 5 million people on Facebook come to me and say, hey, I want to order. Nobody said that to me. Nobody did that. I didn't have anything that changed. The month that I promoted versus the month that I didn't promote, nothing changed. The only thing that changed was my belief. My belief whether I was going to make it happen or not. And that month I went diamond, I really believed I was going diamond. I said it to myself over and over and over and over and over again. Guys, we came to month end, and it's so crazy because the month before I went diamond, we had come to this point where we needed like 3,000 group volume, right? And I missed it. The month before. 3,000 group volume, right? We came to the month end of like me actually promoting to diamond, and I had like 3,200. I had more volume to get than I had the month before because we had lost some people. There was crazy things going on, right? There always is. 3,200. And I made it happen. And so that's why I'm saying that it has nothing to do with whether you have enough time. It has nothing to do with whether you have kids or all of a sudden your husband's being a jerk and, all of a sudden, craziness is happening. Your car's breaking down. There's, if you're down south, tornadoes, it doesn't matter whether it's raining for 7 days. It doesn't matter what's going on. It matters how much you believe that you belong there. How much do you believe that you are that leader who can lead a team there? Think for yourself. Think about what you're thinking right now. What are you telling yourself right now? Are you telling yourself that it's too much? There's too much? Guys, I literally was 5 days before I hit diamond and we had 3,200 BV to get. 32. 5 days. And I felt like Like, I was not ever going to make it there. But my focus, this is where they say you put your blinders on. My focus said, I'm a diamond. 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 That's where my focus was. There was no, oh, I got a fast start bonus this month. Oh, yeah, I got my emerald back this month. Well, maybe I could do this. Well, maybe I could do that. No, there was no internal talk like that. Every single time that there was, I was very self-aware. And that's the very first step. Be self-aware of what you're telling yourself. What are the thoughts that are going through your head? And then flip the script for yourself. Write them down the opposite way. What are you going to do this month? What are you focusing on? There is 3 days left. Where are you going to spend your time? Where are you going to put your time? What is the smartest thing for you to do? If you know you need volume, why are you messaging for distributors, right? That is a tactic that you're using to avoid becoming a ruby leader, right? Or an emerald leader or a diamond leader. Your brain is trying to avoid it at all costs. You should be in your inbox messaging for volume. If you know that your goal is to get 3 distributors so you can get boxed in for Ruby this month, why are you still looking for people who are just getting on the opportunity call, right? Go look for people who want to sign now. We got 3 days left. You have to shift that focus. And I just remember we were literally, every single promotion I've ever hit, I've hit it literally 1 second before the clock struck done. 1 second. And so I look at these other people who are counting themselves out early and saying, man, we got like 3 days left. I don't think I can make that happen, right? And I'm thinking to myself, 5 days, 3,200 BV by myself. I did it. I did it. So what makes me so different? What makes me so different? I'm no different whatsoever. There's no reason, there's no difference between me the month before I promoted, where I failed, and me the month that I promoted. The biggest difference was I was self-aware. I was aware of what my mind was saying, and I was turning it around for myself. I stopped telling myself, well, maybe I can just do this, and retracting and retracting and retracting and retracting and retracting. Well, I need to work on this next month. Well, I need to work on this. Stop focusing on next month. Focus on this month. You've got 3 days left. You got to focus so intentionally on where you're going. What do you need? That's what you have to focus on. What do you need right now? It's not about just getting that last fast start bonus. It's about going all in. Stop dipping your toes in the water. Start going all in. Go in the water. It's going to be scary. You're going to want that breath more than anything. More than anything. But when your back's against the wall, that's where you're going to thrive. And you're going to make it happen. So I hope that helps someone on here today. I know that I needed this when I first started. I needed someone to tell me that you just need to focus. Where are you going? You're not going just for the bare minimum. If you're going for Emerald, you're not going just for a fast start bonus. If you're going this month and you're telling yourself, well, maybe I can just get this Ruby over here. Nope. Go back. Where are you going? Where are you headed? What's your ultimate goal? What was your goal at the beginning of the month? Because that's your goal now. You need to go. You got to get out in that water. You got to swim. You're going to sink a little bit. It's okay. It's going to be scary. But you are going to make it happen. And you just have to get up and believe in yourself. Believe that that's what you're going. I don't care if you have to write it down. I don't care if you have to say it in the mirror every single day. I don't care if you have to look at your chart 50 times. I don't care if you feel that fear. And when you feel it, you're going to feel the fear. It's right in your core, man. It's right in your core. It is terrifying. I have cried so many promotion months. It's not even funny. You feel it because you want it so bad. You want to come up for a breath of fresh air. But you are the only one who can make that happen. And so you have to understand that you have to be self-aware of what you're telling yourself. What are you trying to say that you can't do it because of this? You can't do it because of that. You can't do it because of that. What are you telling yourself? And then flip the script. Tell yourself you can. You need to because of. I need to because of. I'm going to because of. I am a Ruby leader. I am an Emerald leader. I hope you guys have a great day.